All right, you guys. So back in the last match of the semi-finals, we've got Belle versus Ibuki. This is gonna be a fun one, I think. Both 7-hand size characters, just really swinging on each other. Looks like Ibuki won the die roll, and so let's talk a little bit about the matchups. So, Ibuki's going to be playing some big, fast attacks, wanting to play huge strings, and doing a really good job at finding these strings just based on how her character card works. As well as Belle, the whole point of this deck is to just matricide people to death, punish my opponent for blocking, be able to play some free cards, can play some really good, solid UniVersus, as long as your opponent is willing to play a game with you.
Countered me.
Belle, Siegfried with extra steps. I mean, some can say that, some could say that, but I don't know. I actually give Belle a little more credit than I guess the average man. Move these over here, and then see what do we got going on. All right, so it looks like we got a solid build from both players. Nothing of too particular to see. I guess one of the main things that we see is we have a Venomous coming in from Belle's side, meaning that whenever Ibuki tries to like find a kill turn, it's possible that Venomous might just be the thing that shuts it off.
It's a little bit better to Siegfried.
I'm not positive that
over the top.
Neither of these characters have a.
And we will play single barrel.
Yes.
All right. Now these characters have a character card that I can share, so we're gonna just not share character cards. So yeah.
I'll use.
None of these characters really have the staging area ready to blow each other up, kind of like how their character wants to. So the discard a card, draw a card. So I don't think this is a kill turn. I definitely think this is just a poke.
Probably, I don't know.
Like 5 mid for 3 is totally fine. Being able to discard, draw. We tossed a kunai in our discard pile, and so if we have another kunai, we can just play it out again.
I've discarded this attack. I'll draw a card.
Yep. Oh, pass my.
Grabs another attack. I mean, maybe if Ibuki's just sitting here and like you have to deal damage, then like, so be it.
Also pass.
If we don't block this, our next one doesn't count as progressive. It seems fine. The off symbol Let's Cut Loose puts in work. Well, if we had Let's Cut Loose off symboled, we wouldn't be able to play it.
I'll just
For reading his hand, like he has to kill him. Like there's actually just no building.
Air slasher on a 4.
Yeah.
Checks.
Conventional UniVersus says that
Air slasher.
that we should be building here.
If it is blocked, add 1 charge attack from my discard pile to my card pool.
Actually, how I want. Hey, fair enough.
And that card won't count towards progressive. I'll pass. So 3 mid for 4.
On a 6. 5. 6.
Okay. I'll use it.
Tossing the kunai doesn't count towards progressive, and whenever we use our combo abilities, we can start to go.
We'll go redemption on a 3, 4, 5. 3, 4, 5.
If we have a shotgun, is this actually just over?
I
don't. No, we don't have a shotgun in our hand.
Redemption if it's completely blocked.
I will.
But this does say that
I'll enhance, give my next ranged or weapon +3.
this does say that the next one doesn't count towards progressive, and so we're for sure gonna be getting there.
Pass my.
We're playing another attack this turn, for free.
Reveal.
Yeah, we're checking a 5. We've got a revoke.
I needed that to be a shotgun. Would have been really cool. Anything?
I will pass.
Yeah, if that was a shotgun, this would have been the nuttiest turn 2 I've ever seen. I mean, Belle's easily going to half health this turn, but because look of how much of a weenie all of Ibuki's attacks are, like, we've played 3 attacks. We've only full blocked 1, and we're only at 18 or 16.
I'll just pass.
Guess I'll take 3.
Okay, I'll respond.
Take a 3, go to
Do I
13.
want to respond with Kanaj? I don't think so.
King Gooba, I agree. I think Khan was making a different joke, but yeah, as a 7-hander, yeah. From here you play the single barrel and hope again for another shotgun play. Like, you can still just make that happen.
Dang it. If I would have just not done that.
Not what I thought when you type small. How does that squishy?
Play air slasher on a 4.
Yeah, I don't agree with this play. I think he should have been try and dig a little. Air Slasher's got a 1 mid block.
I'll
Could have just held it for the block just in case, you know.
I will also pass on a 4, 5, 6. 5, 6. I'll take another.
Sorry, the Lion Knight. Not
That's that.
not happening. Not today. I want to ban him. How do I ban him? How do I get this guy in my chat?
Do I need momentum? No.
How many cards in your hand?
2.
2. All right. We will.
First 4.
You.
No?
Yeah, I don't know.
No, we'll be fine with it. Downward spiral on a 4.
Free love, please do so.
Interesting.
Kick away. All right, so looks like we got a downward spiral.
Discard pile.
Oh no!
Can I see your discard pile? Sure.
What do we do?
Mob strike and Shirei Ryukon.
What do we do? Okay, so if Belle has any more gas, I mean, I guess like Ibuki's just dead, right? This thing by itself is going to do 1 million damage. If we block it, Belle's going to get to flip another card and get +2 to her check. Same meaning that, like, even checking a 2 says that she won't lose. Like, it's impossible to lose.
Just gonna die.
Maybe. Mayhaps.
Awesome. Thanks for your love. I appreciate it.
You are.
I'll pass.
I'll have you pick Shirei Ryukon.
Thanks, King Gooba. Appreciate
Why
it.
not?
Alright. That's fine, I guess. Your hands.
Pass.
I'll give it 8 damage.
Yeah?
Pass.
I will. Yeah, ship it.
Pass.
Yeah, looks like we took 1 million. All you got to do is play, I don't know, 2 more attacks and it's over. And Shinryu just says that you auto get to do it. As long as you can find 1 more damage on this.
I will
Stack this, give it 3 damage.
stack this for 3 damage.
Yeah.
I'll play this on a 4. Got it. I'll give it 1 more damage.
Nice.
Nutty. How
That was
good.
my last attack though, so.
Man, I will say, you ready? Last night in the thing, Tyler said that he'd only use your path ends here as the response, and it's awesome that that's just one in the game. Anywho, going to game 2. All right, guys, into game 2. Belle takes it on a very nasty backswing. Ibuki's going first yet again. Let's see if she can find some actual defensive pieces, or if Ibuki's just nothing but gas today.
I am going.
From
Okay.
looking at that hand, it looks like it's fine, but
English.
genuinely I'm not in love with it. Right? The only
We go orphan.
trying to look.
Go Saved by a Child.
Yeah, the only real defensive pieces that we have
Yes,
here are just
fine.
the Saved by a Child. Switch this to difficulty. And that's just minus speed, which is, you know, it's fine, but it's not spectacular. But on the other hand, we look at what Belle's working with, and there's just like a lot more of a Venn diagram of what can actually be played.
We'll just keep these. That's fine.
And the big card that we're trying to try out is a Match Made in Hell.
5.
Really, really strong in Void Belle. Just targeted destroying of cards, and it looks like we also have a Fate Intervenes, which is making them discard extra cards. And so they only get to block a singular thing, and if so, I'm just going to punish them for it.
Tough.
Really excited for the to see how it works.
We'll play Hunt on a 3.
Yeah. What
Checks.
do you mean to me, Jeff?
I don't know. This is very interesting. I will say that.
I really want this card because it works like so well.
Yeah.
It's like the perfect card.
Okay,
What is
so
Fate Intervene is
It's also good. But this one just turns all your face up's face down. And I really like that. Well, and then that's off on every single attack.
oh, that's kind of lame. I kind of even want to. Whatever. I guess it's fine. It's gonna happen no matter what. So
it is going to happen no matter what. So
I mean, I do want to
I
keep
let's
guess,
just play this.
yeah,
5.
we'll play the Kunai.
Checks.
It checks. Let me find that as a separate card. One of the coolest cards out of the DLC, honestly. This card's really freaking cool. It's crazy fast. It's a 6 high for 3. And then after your attack deal damage, you just cycle and find extra cards. Super, super good.
Oh,
What up for
you
Salad?
sure?
I'm sure.
Yeah, this card really makes or breaks. I love the fact that it's a charge. It's rain. Like, the artwork's fantastic. What a sick card. 0 low block? Are you kidding me?
I get the top.
How sweet.
Yours.
I will pass.
I'll pass.
On a 7. 5, 6.
6 and 7. Trying to flip more stuff.
You flip 2 foundations or discard a card.
I think the easy choice here is actually just to flip the card. I don't think the minus speed actually mattered that much, but it will be seen.
Oh, I have to flip to destroy something. Okay. That makes
Is my headphones or my...
Go ahead.
Yeah, I think it might just be your headphones.
We'll review this face for
Okay. I don't think Belle goes in. I think she just plays, once again, just play a real cool game is totally fine. We're not playing a ton of attacks this Belle deck because we expect them to be like, we expect our attacks to be really useful. And so let's just be chill. Let's just all hang out. Play some good, fair UniVersus, build some foundations, get some boards control, get some board state, have some card text on board, not let our opponent have card text. That sounds like exactly the game that Tyler Clark wants to play. Exactly the game that Belle wants to play. So, yeah, we build and wait for a big swingy turn. TK is fantastic here. If there's any pumps. Well, maybe I wanted to sound like Darth Vader for Zell. That sounds hype. With no with the TK, there's no like little baby pumps that can happen if we find a Boogie's foundation. Not that he's pumping a ton anyways, because all our stuff has to do like 3 damage. But it does say it's just the tiniest bit of shotgun protection, which is something we definitely need.
4.
Okay, I can't really tell what's going on inside of Ibuki's hand, but I think it might be... It might just be still be build time. Like, Belle does not look like she has a weak posture whatsoever. We have 3, possibly 4 cards in Belle's hand. Like, she's going to block whatever you throw. Unless, like, she deliberately just decides not to block it. Which, if she deliberately decides not to block it, she's going to go for the kill.
Air Slasher.
Uh-huh.
Checks.
Uh-huh.
If it's blocked.
Okay. Air Slasher coming in. A bit of a value card.
I'll
Here exclusively for hoping for the half block. Or it just grabs you a momentum. Looking at this deck, there's actually not a momentum out except for if the kunai has an EX, which I don't remember if it does or not. I don't believe it does. And so this is just trying to get a little closer to the danger zone.
Good.
And then from here, pass, build 1 asset, build Insect Puppeteer. Let's talk about Ivy Blade, actually. Ivy Blade's one of those interesting cards that that's really strong when it comes to wanting to be an aggressive deck, right? Especially in a deck that character says response, discard a card, draw a card. Ivy Blade's just response, lose 2 vitality, just a peek at the top, will let you know which times you want to discard card, draw, as opposed to just doing it blind off of Ibuki. So I think this card being in this deck is really, really cool, and it really pushes for the really aggressive turns. Almost like an auto include under the life symbol for this character. Really, really neat choice. But let's see what Belle decides to do. I think at this point, Ibuki now has 4 cards in hand. We can safely assume they have good blocks, and so I think just building out might be what we do. Try and find decent backswing potential. I mean, that's how the game plan worked last time, so there's no reason to falter from that game plan now.
6, 7.
We have another Air Slasher, so it might just be sling 1 Air Slasher, see if we can find another 4 damage. If we find it, I mean, that's half of Belle's life, 8 out of the 19. It looks like that is the play. We're just going to sling another Air Slasher.
Respond, Ivy Blade.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's actually nuts. It's literally the only card that doesn't have.
So it looks like
Cool.
it looks like we found exactly what we were looking for with that Ivy Blade, and this just all this says is that hey all this says is we are for sure going to be full blocking this Air Slasher, or we just don't take it so that we can't add in one of the other kunai and then discard draw, find a kunai, start playing kunais for free. We're not at desperation, so the Ivy Blade we can't pick it up. Yeah, there's really no way to get this card off the top of our deck.
How do you burn yourself down to desperation?
No, I gotta make you block this. Gotta make it scary enough where you consider blocking it.
Yeah, from
with a off block too. I'm gonna give 1/1.
he's flipping more
Is that
cards.
irresponsible?
Interesting. Instant Puppeteer is normally in here just to toss extra cards into the
Four.
card pool with
I can't.
to toss extra cards into the card pool for Spirit Shotgun, but using it offensively like this is really, really smart, making it 4 for 5. I mean, that does put Belle at half health. And so what do you got to figure out? Do we use the TK Mastery here?
Is it
We could
yours?
just use the TK and just nuke this down to nothing. We never have to block it at all.
I will pass my enhance.
Do it again.
Yeah. We'll respond.
It's interesting that we responded now, because this could have done literally like 1 damage, and we'd have been fine. We don't care if it doesn't ignore
Your name?
progressive.
I will pass.
I'll pass.
And also, shouldn't we have responded twice?
I'll take 4.
Like this card could have done actually nothing. We don't care if it doesn't count as progressive. He's checking it too. He's going to be quote unquote failing this card. I don't know. I think we're taking unnecessary damage as the Belle player. We've got the TKs. Let's just use them. He's just passing from here. I'm not in love. If this is the only board state that we have, it's going to be rough. because my opponent knows I have a 2 on top, which means blocking is going to be difficult. It does look like I have at least 2 attacks as Belle, and so it would be pretty easy to just like auto pass some stuff. If I've got any sort of draw power on from Belle's hand, I've got a not over till you die, so I can find it. Let's start off with a downward spiral. Nothing puts the fear of God into somebody like a downward spiral being the first form. Normally that gets saved as the last form, yeah? With that said, this thing's going to barely get any sort of damage.
Do you have a way? What does this do?
Oh, we got a reader. So it looks like
Oh, that's what I can be scared of. But I can't stop that.
yeah, I think Ibuki's just gonna block this, but it's basically this card's getting 2 cards out of Ibuki's hand, which means if we have another downward spiral or like a matricide after this is gonna be absolutely nutty.
I'll pass.
Already it's foundation with no mana.
Good play, good play.
I'll
Bit of the safety net.
pass.
How many cards?
My hand 5.
Okay, so I'll give it +3 damage.
+3 is kind of nothing. 8 damage will bring us to
Is it?
10. I actually feel like if we're gonna eat something in the start of the turn, this might just eating a downward spiral. 8's not that much. If we choose to revoke this here and he has another downward spiral, it's gonna feel really, really bad. Double downward spiral already feels hard, like to play around, but like I don't think you discard. I don't think you play the revoke here for -3 damage.
Check out everything.
Unless he's trying to get that off so that he can block, in which case another downward spiral might just be detrimental as well.
Or is your hands, I guess.
Pass.
Yeah, I just don't think the revoke is the correct play here.
5 for 5.
No, I should have just used it. Oh well. I'll take 3.
Yeah.
Respond.
Yeah. I will.
I don't think you respond here as Belle, because there's no way that we can fail our checks. I think
Need to respond here.
I think that we just play out our turn, and he's already got enough cards in his hand. We want the second or third card that we play to like basically be free, or sorry, the third or fourth card we play to basically be free.
Down to 5. Got it.
Super, super good. Okay, so like I said, if we have any sort of that draw power that I was talking about, and Mop Strike is that
Mine's
draw
random,
power,
right?
Yes.
we can take and flip with not over till you die.
2, 4, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that one. Okay.
And then
And we both draw.
both draw.
You're in.
It doesn't look like drew extra, but we did draw a shotgun on Ibuki's side. And so that means we do get to block this with Breaker 1, but it doesn't matter because of how Belle works. If we're afraid of the Breaker at all, we're just going to grab the extra
I'm going
to our check.
pass.
Do the checker
Just
minus
put it
difficulty,
first.
either one. What an interesting play. I feel like we should have stacked with a not
Pass.
over till you die and grabbed a matricide or something.
I will.
Tux and Con, I totally agree. I think Belle actually has this in the bag as long as our sequencing is correct. All right, we chose not to block, which means that we are trying to save for block the very last attack that he's playing. I guess Jeff has to think that Belle also has more attacks because we didn't flip the not over till you die. It's interesting. Let's see how the rest of the turn goes.
Sure, you come on a 6.
Shinari Yukon.
4,
What
5,
a card.
6.
What a card.
I'll 6. 2.
Interesting. This feels really, really greedy.
All right.
This feels super, super greedy. As soon as you get a compliment about this Belle deck surprising me, it runs really well. What commentator's curse? Straight up. We just let this fail, right?
Block on a
I think we're just fine. As long as we have one more attack, we're fine.
B5.
Whoops. Yeah, this is all your fault, King Goomba, actually. This is 100% your fault.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
4, 14. Could you block it?
Yeah, it's interesting what we are trying to accomplish here. Not being able to see.
We'll just let it fail.
Okay. So it gets removed. And we technically got a 2-check off the top of our deck.
I'll stack a card for.
I'm sure that we have a 6 in here somewhere.
Or plus
Yeah.
damage,
We
sorry.
found the
What'd you do?
6 and give
I
it
stacked
3
the
extra
card.
I gotta
damage.
see what you put.
Oh yeah. That was response. I'll stack the 6.
Yeah. Stacks of 6, totally fine.
Actually have another attack.
You're
It just means that we have another attack.
And you get
Yeah, this is the correct job because like we can't fail this other attack. This is gonna be doing 5 damage if we decide not to block because of the response in the card pool. I'm fairly positive we actually have another one of those, so it could we could actually gain 2, but I think if we do that, then we just auto
So
like,
I will
for sure auto pass the next one.
I will also pass. It is a 4 high for 6.
be on a 3.
Yeah.
Checks. I'll take 3. I'll respond.
Yes. I'll
Technically, the
respond.
response on the block would happen first, but it is fine. So now Belle's flipped that last foundation. It gets plus 6 to the
Difficulty
check,
gets
or minus 6 to the difficulty
Sure.
for the next card that is played.
No.
So if we have an
I'm gonna
attack,
die.
wow, okay. We didn't have anything. This turn could have been completely and totally different if we just used our card text. This is why it's really important as players to make sure that you know what combos your deck is supposed to do. That is such a bread and butter combo, and because of the fact that Belle left Ibuki at 10 with 6 foundations, all she has to do is find a little bit of gas with a shotgun, and it's just going to kill her, Belle. Then we're going to game 3.
Pretty cool.
It's all because we missed a singular enhance that this is happening.
Checks. Respond. Yeah, how many cards do you have?
3.
I'll choose the fake.
Okay, so looks like we have a single barrel going in.
Respond.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
That's
Don't get too
insane.
Speed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is for sure going to be
discard the single
game.
barrel.
I don't know how Belle actually gets out of this.
One of these new
I
ones.
guess. I guess what you do right now is
There
you flip with your 2 foundations as Belle
Your
and
hands.
make.
That's gonna
Us-
help. I'm going to destroy the far left foundation
Why would you do that?
That's fine.
and have you build in the top card of your deck.
Oh, that's a really smart play. Actually, that's actually a really, really cool
Doesn't matter
play.
either one. I just wanted to
That is
get
fun.
you
Okay,
have to
that's-
draw that shotgun.
I think it's
True. I'll draw,
suboptimal, but it is
discard
it is neat.
that. Ooh, I'm actually more okay with that.
Wow, that's actually even crazier. He,
I
he drew the
will
revoke off the top. Actually
pass
crazy.
my enhance.
I'll also pass. 7 mid for 3.
I'll take
Respond.
Yeah.
All right.
Guess I probably should.
Respond. Next one doesn't count as progressive. We now
Be on a
play.
4.
Yeah.
3, 4. Respond. We'll get 2 speed.
I'll
All right. So now that
respond.
we are comboing with a ranged, we now
Yes. We'll give it -2 damage.
I'll activate that. Enhance. Activate. That's a funny word. All right.
yeah, I think
Here's-
I'll gain 1 vitality.
I'll pass.
I'll pass. I'll take 1.
why are you letting this
respond.
thing take 1?
No other responses. Just be on a 4.
Yeah.
Check.
This is you can't keep letting this
Yeah, I'll
do
do it
this
again, it's
damage.
fine. We'll get 2 speed responses.
You can't keep letting this do 1 damage. You have to sink this down to make it do nothing. Unless we're trying to bait out not letting him play it, but in which case, like, the next card that we play is for sure going to be a shotgun.
Give another one of your discard pile.
Yes.
If it's a shotgun, we lose, right? We just lose. We don't have any shotgun hate in our deck, except for Belle herself. If we're allowed to have the first ability, which we don't.
Yeah, I'll respond TK.
2 damage again.
King Guma, I agree with you. I think he does.
We'll give it.
I think I have to take the chat away from them.
Yeah, -2 damage.
Grab the kunai.
I just realized that they have access to the chat. That's probably a bad thing.
Here's.
I will pass.
Also pass.
I'll take 1.
Yeah.
Respond.
Yeah, why do you keep letting him take 1? You've got 2
all
TKs.
responses. Play that.
Fourth one in your discard pile.
I don't believe so.
Okay.
Check again. Nah. I think it's might be down here somewhere. No, maybe not.
I think
Maybe
it
not.
was like the
Maybe not.
point was like we let them have access to chat because that's just how we've always done it, and like so that they can feel like they interact. But the fact that I just realized that King Guma just like gave away this huge spoiler is like hilarious. At the same time, he might not. I don't know. I have no idea. King Guma sees all. Just play the shotgun and kill him. Just kill him. What are you doing? Just play the shotgun. This is
do-
technically greedy.
Okay, I'm glad I did that.
Speed if it's
There's too many keywords, so it doesn't get
okay,
anything.
Okay. Good.
I will just pass then.
This is a good play. Making sure you can full block this. Unless this is just him. Unless this is just him being able to. Unless this is like the biggest 5-head play I've ever seen. He just is trying to auto block this. Have 4 cards in the card pool.
I see your discard pile.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I don't know why we haven't been making him commit all these cards on all these attacks,
Oh.
right?
Shotgun's like a 4-speed attack, right?
Yep.
It's also like 7 damage.
Yeah, the card's insane. Shadow Man, that's a good idea. I don't know. I think we could have played this whole defensive turn a little, like, totally different and made him, like, actually work for it.
I believe you did.
Just poking him for all these ones just puts him in the danger zone. Like, the last 3 attacks did 1 damage, and they were just free. They were super free. Unless you got some gnarly block reversal happening. Ooh. Alright, we have a revoke in Belle's hand, which is really, 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 really cool. I think that we go ahead.
That's lame.
On a 9,
Yeah.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
What a good play. Okay.
Yes.
Take no damage.
Yes.
So from here, man, our shotgun is on a 9. So if we check a 3, we tap our whole faced down staging area and possibly a Ibuki. But oh, we are for sure checking a 2. We know we're checking a 2. 6, 7, 8, 9. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, it looks like even through the 2, we can still pass this. So I tick you off as well. I think obviously we just go for it.
Well,
And we just kill him, right?
I die if I give you a turn, so we might as well just.
He's committing all his cards before he makes the check.
I'll
Hilarious.
give it 1, 10, 12 damage.
Hold it.
All right, so we have a Spirit Shotgun on board. And this is the
Have to revoke it.
This is the big finisher. See, here's where it would have differed from me, right?
I'll draw a card.
I would have actually let him have the damage because the damage doesn't matter. I would have saved the revoke for the throw, and I would have actually just responded with TK and give it -2
Here's-
speed.
I'll pass. I guess the only thing I can do is check a 6.
I will pass.
I guess we'll see if I check a 6. Nope.
Huh. I think that was really sloppy play from both players.
I did somehow.
A couple blunders, but that's fine. Because of the blunders, we get to play more UniVersus. That's good. That's good for me. Seems okay. All right, into game 3, we got Ibuki versus Belle. Yeah, this is gonna be a good one. I'm excited to see how both players decide to play this. Ibuki being incredibly aggressive, especially this particular build, and Belle wanting to like backswing. So as long as Belle can play defensively, now that we've seen like these decks
so
in
good.
actions over and over again,
Be all right.
I think now that because also want you to remember every time that we do one of these, oh, what a man! Every time we do one of these campus championships, this is the first time these players are actually playing with these decks. So we put them together, but there's no refinement inside of these decks. Like, because we have to build 8 decks per week, everybody gets to take 2 decks, and so the fact that like the matches will get better as we go on is really fun to see. The lines just get better. So we're playing
Quite a bit of
over the top. free foundation, free build, and he's actually contemplating if he wants to
Just
throw
be
an
a silly
attack or
boy,
not,
is that-
which is, man, is that greedy. If it checks a 2, I think he just might lose this game just by being behind and not being able to push any damage through. Man, what a good play. I think letting
Out of attack.
Belle just run away with the foundation control and foundation
scared that I didn't
denial might just have been a real issue. Okay, moving on to Belle's turn. A poke would not be out of the question here. Just trying to find a little bit of damage to get that 20 down closer to 10.
Ooh,
And what better
okay.
poke than Casa de Leviathan? Wowzers.
I will say.
Speaking of pokes, Casa is the one to get it done. It's a 7 high for 5.
Voice eraser.
Actually, just crazy.
Both discard draw.
It's pretty rude.
Hitting a bit of cycle draw, discard draw. Really good discarding the
Oh, pass.
living pendulum because Ibuki's not really doing anything with speed.
So pass. It's a
Um,
7 high for
She's
5.
just kind of like playing up a bunch of really good stuff.
On a 6.
Yeah.
Ibuki coming in with one of the best blocks in the game right now. Her own foundation. It reduces the speed by 2 as the block happens. And so like just really, really late speed boosting.
-1 devil
And then basically says that that Casa doesn't count. Ooh. All right, moving into Shin Ryukon. This could spell some real danger for Ibuki because of the fact that we are getting to see way more attacks now, and we've confirmed our check with SRK. And so we have to block again on a 0 mid block. So this is on a 4,
No, no, 5.
on a 5. Still checks a 6 though, so that's fine. Takes 3. Ibuki has 1 card in hand. And Belle is for sure checking a 6. Just opts to play some defensive foundations and then pass. We keep the momentum just because we're playing Casa, obviously. Foundation just control is amazing. And then we pass it from there. Okay, so Ibuki builds out, but honestly doesn't really build anything that matters. I think none of these cards really are, like, they're just all aggressive cards. And so as long as Ibuki can stave off the attack, I think it's fine. If there wasn't even an attack coming, it looks like we're just building and passing. Build to pass. We got 5 cards to block with. Looks like 8 cards in our staging area on Belle's side. Not to mention the fact that we can flip and just pseudo flash whatever we want. I think Ibuki might actually have a hard time getting through this. And I mean, Belle's the backswing king. I guess backswing queen, if we want to get technical.
Oh, that card's a mid, isn't it? Is Matricide a mid?
I don't know.
Matricide is a high.
Either mid or a high.
It's a high.
It's a high.
Ah. Alright, we'll get rid of this.
Did I grab matricide?
I don't know.
I don't know either. I don't think I did.
Uh-oh.
I don't think matricide's in this deck.
Is Tyler actually not playing Matricide? If he's not playing Matricide, it is insane that he's killing anybody. We
That's
definitely put Matricide in this deck. No, we haven't seen it once. Tyler's not playing Matricide.
Alright.
Huh. What a goober.
Here's Celestial.
Yeah, I don't think he's playing it. I think he forgot to put it in.
3, 4.
All right, so we got an air slasher. Paying 2. It looks like Ibuki. Oh, wowzers. Oh, wowzers. Belle's like, no, thank you.
I will
chooses to, I don't know. I think we keep it in the card pool and just draw the card. It's not that big a deal, but it does look like we have a second one in hand, and so I think that's like one of the. I mean,
yours.
that
Uh,
just kicked my computer. I
I
think that's one of the main cards
No,
that's getting a
yeah,
ton of
sorry.
value
I get it now.
in this
House, yes.
Ibuki deck, just
Yeah.
because like knowledge is such power
uh,
inside of this game. Knowing what you're gonna check, knowing what you're gonna. I guess it would explain the last attack. Yeah, he's supposed to have 3 more attacks in this deck. Yeah. Knowing what you can draw, especially off of.
I'll actually respond to that. I want to draw this time.
Man, what good plays.
Um,
I agree with everything that's happened here on Belle's side. Ibuki just gotta try and find a kill turn. I think the only other card that we could have maybe wanted to blow up was English Aristocrat, but
We just blocked.
the plus
Yeah.
damage is totally fine.
I will pass.
pass.
I'll just take 4.
Taking the 4 is the right call, I think. Not letting him have an extra card in the card pool so that Slicer gets bigger. Or not Slicer, excuse me, Shotgun.
3, 4, 5. Combo enhance.
All right, looks like we've got a
Use.
Kunai Barrage coming in.
Get rid of English Aristocrat. With,
Yeah, blow up the English Aristocrat and then build in the top card of the deck face down. Now Ibuki can technically look at it and do some extra math.
Pass.
Air Slasher is an underrated card. My big thing is I think it's only really good in like this really specific type of deck,
Yeah.
right? The fact that Kunai is a charge and it wants to be added in. The fact that Shotgun wants to play with cool cards in the card pool, like this feels like one of the only instances where like it wants to exist here. But I don't know like how many decks you just like splash Air Slasher into. That's not just like Shotgun life decks.
I'll just pass.
Can I see your discard?
Cervantes Hulot loves that card. Which card? Slasher? Wonder what symbol. Okay, so playing a second Barrage. I think Air Slasher has water the resource. Yeah, it does.
Voice of Reason?
Cervantes 2 dot doesn't have water though. He's a pirate without water. As hilarious as that is, he has air. And 2 dot has Chaos, Death, Void.
That's really bad. But I'm gonna do it anyway. Look at me.
There's actually no reason for us to play this ability now. I guess if we get really lucky like that.
Do I have to? Okay. Yeah. So, all right. Here's.
Just stack them. But what I'm saying is like it doesn't. We don't have any symbols
I'll
with Air
stress.
Slasher.
I'll take 3.
Respond.
Yeah.
Air Slasher doesn't share any symbols with either Cervantes. Wow.
Oh wait. No. I want to do some more responses. Sorry. Discard. Draw with Iconage. We'll do it again.
Hey, no stress. That's what we're here for. We're all here to learn the game, you know. 4, 5, 6.
Checks.
Oh no, we're playing. Oh man, what
I'll gain 1 too. And then if it's completely blocked.
Air Slasher with Lilith Underwater? Yeah, it could work. That could work fine.
We'll use over the top.
looks like
next
we're just gonna
ranger
get
weapon.
shotgunned to death.
Plus 3 damage.
Yes.
It actually depends on if we have another shotgun in our discard pile. It looks like Belle's
Pass.
just
Pass.
I'll take 3.
chilling here.
Respond.
Yeah.
No other responses.
I didn't add in
No,
the
one
other
more
card. I'm
response.
sorry. We're attempting to play this shotgun for sure.
Shotgun on a 5. And activate your revoke. Your enhance.
We will.
I don't know what ability we revoked. Was it the
Still
damage
do half.
Yeah.
or the
I'll
throw?
Pass.
Pass.
Actually, I'll gain 1 vote. I'm in desperation.
Hey.
Pass.
On a 6. 5. 6.
You take 4.
I would have actually just
I'll-
gone to the 1 or whatever it was.
Does
Gone to
it
the 3
matter? Like
and just
what
kept
you
the
see.
attack in my hand, especially if I know I'm not playing 3 attacks I'm supposed to be.
I just hope
like I
that
definitely would have kept that in
don't
my hand.
have anything. Draw no gas. Sure, let's
It's possible.
let's respond.
Mm-hmm.
26
Responding, trying to discard a card, draw a card, just find better defensive options.
and we'll do it again.
Discards the same card. Yeah, seems good.
Alright.
All right, that was worth it.
Keep me alive, maybe.
Find a revoke, but against I mean, all it takes is him blocking once, and then we just kind of. I mean, honestly, what do you? Why wouldn't you just get rid of the action? If Belle doesn't find any gas here, it's because we just we decided to value
We think we're there?
some cards over other cards.
Probably, maybe. We'll form with this.
Yep.
Just in case. 'Cause I know
I do play that symbol.
Start
But-
with
on a 5. Tree. Blank.
start with the
4,
Casa.
5.
That card's pretty good.
You are not a desperate.
Ha, nice. Even if I
anymore.
take that, that's nice. Cool.
Yeah. We will.
Yeah,
Gain 1 with your 9 red.
Pass.
what a good enhance.
Let's both discard draw with a voice of reason.
That's funny. Pass.
We'll blow up something where you can discard or whatever.
Yeah, this is just going to say that if Ibuki does try to do a backswing, right? If we
We'll get
don't
rid
quite
of
get the
this
14 damage here, that it's just going to be really hard for Ibuki to do a backswing,
We'll do it.
Load up.
especially with the fact that we just drew a shotgun in our hand.
Pass.
I will also pass. It is a 7 high for 5.
Ouch.
9.
Okay.
Yukon on a 5. 2. Real annoying. 3,
3,
4.
4, and 5. Yeah, we have already used that.
Guess we'll just try it on a 5. Got it.
Okay. From
Yeah, yeah.
here,
I guess I don't need to read it anymore.
we get rid of it. We play the downward spiral.
Cool.
Discard card.
Yeah.
Discards a
Pass.
shotgun.
I'll give it plus.
Activate my revoke.
I guess I don't really have anything to stop that, huh?
No.
No.
It's pretty hard to stop a revoke.
Yeah. All right then.
Did he actually run out of gas?
Then we will ship it.
This one. There it is. I found it. I figured it out.
Wow, we actually ran out of gas.
I guess we'll just leave it there.
Actually
Oh,
crazy.
Put that in my hand. What am I doing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Okay, so
Yeah, that makes sense.
it's possible that Ibuki also didn't find gas. Maybe we did just have a crazy aggro turn. Yeah, it looks like we are just going to blocks.
We keep this.
King Goomba, I totally agree. I think Tyler's been putting too many eggs in one basket this whole match.
That's fine.
Keeping 3 cards might save him, but at the same time, like it might be pretty rough. Come on. Trading 1 for 1s here is not bad, but it's certainly not optimal. Now whenever we have 3 cards we have to block with.
That's nah. Get it back. You can have that one back too.
What a smart play. Using the ability on where's this card at? Immortal Knowledge? To say after your opponent's review step, at the top card of the discard pot of their hand, and so you just stuff their hand with more foundations, and you say that they can't play, they don't find more attacks. Because the point of the review step is to discard what you don't want and hopefully draw what you do. This card is a resident sleeper when it comes to I guess resident sleeper is the wrong word choice. This card is very good when it comes to potentially saving your life. It's a very high skill capped card. The +1/-1 damage is fine as well, but like the really game changing ability is definitely the response. If Belle had a kill turn, he'd just sling it. And so I don't know.
Down on 4.
Okay, we're going in for the downward.
Yep.
Make him turn 1 card or 3 cards into 1 card, because he's gonna discard a high block, unless he just kept all mids or all lows. This is a very, very tough choice for Jeff, because if he picks the wrong card here, it might just be what ends the game.
Yours. Right? Yep. I'm good.
I will. Gain with 1 with United.
Seems good. I'll pass.
I'll give it 5-6 damage.
Yes. I'll pass.
Okay. Here comes the block. If we check a 3,
2.
we have to commit everything. Oh no. This is a really smart play. Now,
Yeah, it's fine.
To add the English Rush cat back to your hand.
Pass.
What's the other one? What's the blocking? It's a 2 mid,
2
right?
mid. Yep.
you definitely still add that back to his hand. Because even if he gains the 1 vitality,
Pass.
he still dies. That is, man, what a good play on his end. It looks like this might just be the only attack that he has.
Voice
And
of
so-
reason. No reason not to.
Discard a card, draw a card. We found a second attack. Which,
Pass.
yeah, probably another downward spiral.
We will pass.
And then just send it.
5 low 411.
4, 5, 6. Nope, doesn't quite get there.
Draw my 5. I would have blocked that easy. I'd have 1 high block.
But would I be able to draw into something?
Why wouldn't you just grab another downward spiral? Hilarious. Anywho, yeah, good games all around.